I'd like to pick up a few of the points made in the comments. Brian Ferguson says nobody's talking about abolishing private schools. The issue is that those who benefit from the privilege shouldn't be subsidised by the taxes of the poor. I don't think by not paying VAT, private schools or parents putting their children in private school are being subsidised by the taxes of the poor, first of all. Somebody who is paying for private education has already paid taxes effectively for the state system, so they are in effect paying twice, and now they're paying an extra tax for the VAT. The issue about VAT on private education, which I object to, is that no other form of education is taxed in this form. No other form of education invites VAT. So this is a very strange principle to add it. I am inclined to think that charitable status, which only applies to a certain number of private schools, particularly the very wealthy, should be questioned. I said the other day that I thought VAT probably should be applied to private education. I think not now. I think I was wrong. But I think charitable status should eventually be removed. But the issue still remains that a tax or the removal of a system in the tax system should be done in a timely manner. So to do it in a knee-jerk manner is cruel and ineffective. But Neil Horsfield says most private education should be completely banned over a period of 10 years. It is divisive and unfair. In addition, public education should be likely to benefit from the pressure which would be applied by middle-class parents for improvement. That is simply not true. It simply doesn't work. There are middle-class parents all over the place, and some schools are good and some schools are not good. Maybe the whole league tabling thing should be removed because those middle-class parents who can afford to move house to a school which has got a better reputation. They move house to a better catchment area, and that would probably cost as much as it would cost to put a child in private education. So the idea that people are not paying for an education is simply absurd. People are paying for an education. They're doing it in different forms, and it's not necessarily making the state education system better. The state education system was seriously damaged by removing grammar schools from a large number of the counties. There are grammar schools in some counties. There's a grammar school just down the road from me. There's a grammar school where I was brought up as a child, and they do a very good job. And indeed, I've seen as a person working in universities just how effective grammar school students are in a university setting. So much better than students from private schools. Private schools do not necessarily guarantee, nor are they set up to produce the best academic results. They produce a certain amount of confidence, particularly private schools which involve boarding, but they don't necessarily produce the best academic results, and this is a fantasy which is pitched particularly at the foreign market. I think we have a good educational examination system, but I'm not certain that our teaching methods are effective, and I'm not sure that our education system is currently effective. It hasn't moved with the times, and we are stuck really in a sort of in a sort of quick fix after the 1960s. The 1960s produced a surge of experiential learning techniques, whereas in fact what we should now be doing is finding techniques or implementing the ideas about a student-based learning system, rather than trying to tailor the old 19th century factory model, the model Ford T system, where you put somebody in at primary school or nursery school and they come out at university with a particular goal, that no longer works. What we need is an all-rounded education that encourages children to reach their own potential and to be adaptable. And maybe the GCSEs and the A-level system to which we teach now is no longer of purpose, and we need a different system. And rather than wasting our time penalising one particular group, we should try to improve the entire system.